Good day, Rusk enjoyers. Happy to know it's time for the 48-hour analysis. Basically, in this video, I'm going to go ahead and look at all the skins of the current Rust store, and I'm going to go ahead and make some comparisons to previous Rust store skins to get a good idea in regards to, well, how much are each of these skins likely to sell by next Thursday. But then knowing that, we'll then question, are these skins still holding up to being perfectly fine investments, or are there any potential problems that you need to be aware of? So sit back and relax, and I'll start yapping. So guys, I hope you watched my predictions video, because I'm sure you're fully well aware. This week is it's pretty slow. Yeah, so this isn't even the first 24 hours of sales. I got the timings mixed up. Good job, Hedge. So this is actually 26 hours in, and it's still incredibly low. It's a quiet week. Look at the comments here. This is basically the general gist of what I've been seeing for like the past couple of days. A lot of people just like, didn't really care that much for this Rust store. Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious from what I can see there. Now, of course, last month we did have this happen quite a lot. We saw quite a lot of the Rust stores just not really sell that much in general. I mean, let's go quickly remind you of that Rust store. Yeah, look at that. They had even less sales. But when we did the predictions video, I did happen to point out at the current rate of sales, with how things are currently moving, Popstar SKS could potentially become the lowest selling SKS skin we've seen so far. Metal Shotfront from Hell could be the lowest selling skin we've seen so far for Metal Shotfronts. And of course, Redemption Small Backpack, same thing. So, okay. And of course, if these skins don't happen to sell that much, and we potentially see a collection continuation in the future, well, all the better for them to spike up in price and work out oh so nicely as nice investments in the future. But then again, in the future, like what we discussed in the predictions video, the future is September, October, November. Oh dear. Yeah, the autumn-fall seasonal dip is basically the next several weeks. But after we're past that, the worst of times, the absolute bad of times, basically most skins are going to drop off real badly. After we're past that, then we look forward to Christmas time and, well, New Year's. Post-Christmas 2027, January 2027, okay? So we're now looking forward to that, but we've got to enjoy the worst of times. Buckle yourself in. Let's try our best. Let's endure it. But all of these you see here, whilst by default I'd sit here and say I'm not surprised if that all of these end up going below the Rust store price as we go through October time, I can see potential that when we go through January time, with shellacking sales and a lot of potential collection continuations, not only could these spike price and end up in the positive as we go through the next several weeks, but also specifically January time, okay? So yeah, I can't help but assume we're still going to see like another endgame door being accepted. Apotheosis of War Tier 2 hoodie pants. More Popstar weapon skins. Redemption hoodie pants. Do you know what I'm saying? So yes, there's still some positivity to be expected, but not everything is a guarantee. So yeah, consider watching the predictions video. It's a lot more clearer. Let's now go ahead and showcase to you the first 48 hours of sales. And yeah, I've got a screenshot. I've got a screenshot because what I also want to go ahead and showcase to you is how many sales we're currently seeing. So now I can confirm to you, as I'm recording this, it's actually 2 hours later. So look at that, and now look at that. And I'll even refresh in front of you right now just to show that we're more up to date. So in about just over 2 hours time, the top selling skin has only just got an extra, well, let's see here, not even an extra 300 subscribers. Popstar SKS, not even an extra 200 subscribers. So, yeah, we should probably be expecting some low sales this week across the board. And again, that's not a bad thing for us, the Ruskin investors. It's a bad thing for the skin creators, but not for us, the investors, okay? So, again, whilst we are expecting bad times ahead of us for the next several weeks, bad times don't last forever, do they? So, we'll see how it goes, okay? Right, so shall we go through all these skins now and figure out how much they're likely to sell by next Thursday? Endgame Sheet Middle Door. So if I could switch back over to here. Again, because I was a little bit late, I might actually refer to this as like 6,000 subscribers. But what I should also respect is that the top selling skin does tend to get like a lot of like interest with the final 24 hours. We've seen that happen quite a lot. Basically, as much as I might assume this might only reach a certain amount, it might still get quite a lot of love. Also, the potential of another collection continuation being posted on the workshop, people feel a little bit more confident in it. Yeah, don't be surprised if it sells just a little bit more. And the reason why I say that is because as I was looking around trying to figure out what could I actually compare to, the best thing actually appears to be the Q-Rack rug. But I also thought to myself, you know what? I could probably also look at the Amethyst Geode rock. Right, okay, so let's go ahead and get a quick look at them. So if I could go back to 2 weeks ago, as you'll see, Q-Rack rug, that did just over 12,000 subscribers. If I could go a little bit further back and look at that Geode rock, even though initially it sold less compared to the rug, it actually ended up selling more compared to the rug after a full week. So yeah, that managed to reach 13,600 subscribers. But as I look at this, in its current position, with its current sales, I reckon, even though it looks as if you're not really moving that much, I reckon I'm going to sit here and say that that endgame sheep in the door is going to sell between 12 to 15,000 subscribers. I'm going to generalize a little bit, okay? So we'll see if it manages to keep up the pace with like 300 subscribers per, no, 150 subscribers per hour. Yeah, something like that. We'll see. But again, if we were to see another collection continuation, so keep it on the workshop, of course. I can confirm to you, sheet metal double doors were posted last week. This is a candidate for the next Rust store. If we do happen to see more this, this weekend, then yeah, you very likely might see a lot more interest in the sheet metal door. More people wanting to buy, and you'll see the sales. So, okay, 12 to 15,000 subscribers. Let's see if that works out. But now, let's talk about the face mask. Yes, just the face mask. Because I can confirm to you, there's quite a difference in the sales, isn't there? Yeah, I wanted to pair them up, but I thought, come on now. And I will remind you, if you haven't seen the Rust rotation video, consider giving it a good watch. Go ahead and look at the Tier 3 armor. Not a lot of people are super thrilled with the chest plate, and I'm sure you can see that with the sales. So, okay, cool. Well, Apotheosis War face mask with around 6,000 subscribers. I didn't really have anything I could compare to, because again, this was somewhat similar. So I just thought, all right, I'll just work with based on what we discussed with this. And I reckon this face mask is going to sell between 11 to 14,000 subscribers. Now, okay, that's fine. That's fine. People might be questioning the chest plate a little bit and whatnot. It would have been cool if we had something like this for the face mask as well. But Face Punch mixed and matched with the version 2 of the chest plate and the version 1 of the face mask. Again, that's what the original Tier 3 chest plate looked like. So, all right. Well, in regards to what we see there, okay? In regards to what we see there, I reckon with 11 to 14,000 subscribers, it's a reasonable amount. It's fine. It's not like a ridiculous amount, but you better hope we see Tier 2 or hoodie and pants or boots and gloves fairly soon. Because with that price to $2.49, I mean, the face mask does look cool. There's a reason why the face mask is selling more. Again, when you look at the face, it's quite eerie, it's quite creepy. Oh boy, oh no, look at that. But being realistic, it could still get lost in the shuffle. Yeah, so we'll see how things turn out. But knowing that we've got a lot of wood armor next month, we might not see any Apotheosis War collection continuations for a while, because maybe the majority of next month's Rust stores are just going to have like tons of wood armor for like the clothing and armor slots. We'll see. Anyway, 11 to 14,000 subscribers, not too ridiculous, but I'm still looking at that quite hesitantly. So yeah, all right. Of course, it's a discussion when we do the abnormal barders next Wednesday. So yep, sheep in the door, face mask. We'll see how it turns out, the likes of you. But for now, I need to move on and talk about how much is the Popstar SKS and the chest plate, how much are these going to likely sell by next Thursday. So, I looked around and made considerations. I should also point out, and the small backpack, sorry about that. I reckon we could compare to the ISI Salvaged Axe. And if we go a little bit further back, I'd also like to compare to the Hellforged Tier 2. So, away we go. Let's go ahead and do just that. So, of course, with the previous week, Ice Salvaged Axe, that managed to reach just over 11,000 subscribers. If I could go a little bit further back over to here, Hellforge Tier 2, well, 11,500, just barely over 11,000. Okay, yep, I think we got a pretty good idea of where these skins are likely going to end up at. But considering the current momentum, I get the feeling Popstar SKS, Redemption Small Backpack, and the Chestplate there, I reckon they're going to sell between 10 to 13,000 subscribers. So, with around 10 to 13,000 subscribers, no, the Popstar SKS does not look as if it's going to be the lowest selling skin. But let's just say if it manages to sell a little bit less than 10,000 subscribers, it very likely could end up like the Abyss SKS here. The Abyss collection's an in-demand collection. It's appreciated, and to our surprise, the SKS didn't really sell that much, and, well, look at it now. It's the only SKS skin right now that's actually in the positive. Interesting. And with Popstar's standout, unique design and its transparency, it's not pay-to-win transparent aim sight transparency, it's creative transparency, but either way, with its design, I still feel like that's going to work out quite right in the further future. Keep an eye on the sales, alright? Abnormal Barders first, of course, yeah. But again, I will remind everybody, that collection's been doing good. It's been getting a lot of acceptances. Do you reckon the collection would help carry it? But also consider this. If I could quickly hop back to that collection. I must remind everybody that last year, we only had so many skins. And I want to showcase to you the behaviour of the AK-47 as we went for October time. So I can quickly scroll down and showcase this to you. Oh boy, what happened here? Well, I mean, October. I basically said it at the very beginning of this video. Around October 5, 2025, the AK-47, yeah? This right here, it's about $1.50, $1.60. What? Yeah. And of course, right now, that's selling for about $12, $13. So, well, yeah. So don't be surprised if this $3 AK-47 happens to dip below its rush store price, okay? Shouldn't be that surprising. But again, whilst it may dip quite a fair bit over the course of the next several weeks, in the further future, that could still work out quite nicely. And at the very least, considering it's got so much more skins in its collection now, a lot more support. All right, whilst you're still expected to dip initially, I don't think it's going to dramatically go down to like $1.50. Well, that's the expectation. We'll see how it goes. But the lower the sales overall, the less likely it's going to drop off that badly, okay? So that's more of a discussion for Wednesday. But I repeat, currently it does not look as if it's going to be the lowest selling SKS. What about the Redemption Small Backpack? Well, I mean, 10 to 13,000 subscribers. Yes, by default, you would be the lowest selling small backpack, but, we've only got so many of these. Give it time. Give it, like, a few holiday rush stores, whether it's Christmas or Valentine's or Easter. You're going to eventually see a small backpack sell less than 10,000 subscribers, that's for sure. But could I just quickly remind you, did we already have this discussion? Did we literally already have this discussion with another Redemption backpack? Oh, yeah, there you go. 10,000 subscribers. What? Yeah. And look at it now. Oh, it's in the positive. It's doing good. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, it is. Oh. Well. Okay. So, do I really need to point out that the Redemption collection's in demand and appreciated and beloved? And I zoomed out too much. You could see that with your own eyes, I'm sure. So, if that small backpack happens to sell quite a little amount, I'm not too worried about that. And I'm still hoping that we eventually see Redemption hoodie pants. If that were to be accepted, I am very much under the impression that would also spike in price, along with the large backpack and all the other armor pieces, for example. So, we'll see. But yeah, it's in a very good spot. Redemption collection's in demand. The low sales would only give it a nice boost. So, yeah, not looking that bad. I'm interested. And there's a reason why in my predictions video, that's the first skin I wanted to talk about. So, cool. And then, of course, the chest plate. I mean, we've already had discussion when we talked about the face mask. They don't really seem to pair up very nicely, do they? I am questioning the chest plate quite a lot. And I've had quite a lot of comments from you, the viewers, of course. Not a lot of people are super behind it. you know. So in regards to what I see there, all right, you might happen to sell a few thousand subscribers less, but even then, I just don't think people are liking you that much. We'll see how things turn out. We'll see how things go, move on from here. So, yeah, I might be doing a lower price barter on that one on Wednesday night. We'll see how that goes, okay? So, all right, cool. Let's now move on and discuss the bucket helmet. So, bucket helmet, I reckon you could go a few hundred subscribers less. That is why I considered immediately comparing to the Chrome Runner barbecue. So, let's go ahead and do just that. Chrome Runner, how you doing? Well, 8,600 subscribers almost. So, with this particular bucket helmet right here, I thought, you know what? That's going to probably sell between 7,000 to 9,000 subscribers. With the current rate of sales, all right, cool. Well, could that bucket helmet work out quite all right? I guess. Like, let me say it in a certain way. Are you aware, on the commits, Face Punchers just mentioned that they want to add frogs to Rust? Okay. If that were to happen, I won't be surprised if the skin creator here might consider making more frog cosplay skins. Okay, I see what you mean. Right, so if we were ever to see the boots and gloves, for example, so if I could quickly go ahead and remind you, much like I showcased in the Rust rotation video, there's actually a pair of boots and gloves right here and available. So, yeah, we've got road sign gloves and boots. There you go. And, you know, we're still waiting for the tier 3. Anyway, point still remains. There could be more clothing armor skins to be accepted. And I think the bucket helmet would greatly appreciate such a thing. So, priced at 99 cents, with the potential that it's only going to sell between 7,000 to 9,000 subscribers, which, you know, it isn't that much different compared to some of the other skins we see here. I actually think that might do quite okay. Quite all right. It's a fun, bright green, goofy design. No, it is not camouflage. No, it's too bright. It's too bright. So, yeah, just because we potentially have frogs being added to Rust later this year, and, well, that potentially leading to another collection continuation being accepted, I could see that actually work out quite all right. And again, with this appearing today, or rather 2 days ago, I can confirm I did notice the other armor and clothing pieces here did rise up in price quite a fair bit. People bought them out, people wanted them. So, okay, well, I'm quite optimistic, to be honest with you. That might end up being an interesting, sneaky few purchases from me this Wednesday night. We'll see, we'll see. So, right, cool, keep an eye on you. Bucket helmet again, I repeat, 7,000 to 9,000 subscribers is the expectation. So now, let's of course talk about the metal core tools and the metal shopfront from hell. So over we go to here, and yeah, you could probably maybe look at skins that did about 3,000 subscribers. So let's just go to the previous week. Popstar bucket helmet and Monsters turret. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get a good look at that. And where we go. And as you'll see, 7,500 subscribers and 7,300 subscribers. Okay, Well, I think a very easy thing to say is just 6,000 to 8,000 subscribers. Now, for a pair of tools, by default, I'm not expecting much. Hatchet skins, pickaxe skins, unfortunately, all the recent ones that have been accepted over the past years, they just tend to like crash and burn. Look at that. So many of them go down to like $1. And I'm very sorry to say, but I wouldn't be surprised the exact same thing happens with these as well. So yeah, exact same thing. Quite a travesty. Oh. But yeah, I'm not really expecting much. I'm aware that there's a very cool looking AK-47 in the workshop right now, which of course I'll showcase to you. Ta-da! I do like the transparent aim sight one, of course. But I don't think that's going to give tools a boost. Maybe we've got like a jackhammer. But I'm sorry to say, but hatchet skins and pickaxe skins rarely work out as nice investments. So I'm not really expecting much. Even with low subscriber counts, still not expecting much. However, the metal shopfront from hell. After kind of getting a good idea of what the sales might be, I did post a nice short video on YouTube, so consider giving it a good watch if you want. But basically, the current rate of sales, yes, you could end up selling less than the Rainbow Pony shopfront. We'll see how things turn out, but you are priced at $3. Are you the most expensive metal shopfront skin we've seen so far? No, it's joint with Fireflies, so okay, cool. Well, I will sit here and say this, okay? we have Halloween just around the corner. And I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest if a lot of people might happen to want to use this with their Halloween builds. It's eerie. It's spooky. It's demonic. Ah. And we've also got like Halloween decorations being prepared for Halloween 2026. Yep, brand new items on the way, made by Facemask themselves. So I can actually see it work out quite all right. Again, I must remind everybody, the From Hell collection's been around for quite a long time, and it's doing pretty good. Not the absolute best, but quite a few skins there are doing pretty sweet. So, alright, cool. Just consider this. Low sales and a fairly decent chance we will see another deplorable skin being accepted after that. So, yeah. As of recent, Hell collections on a roll. If I was to look over to here so you can get a better idea of like the recent skins. There you go. Sorry about that. Shell, no Hell. From Hell, there you go. Yeah, so, yeah. With the recent acceptances we've been seeing, it is on quite a roll. I guess we could potentially see an interesting collection continuation, perhaps. Oh, what might we see? Oh, you know, maybe an electric furnace. You know, so looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. All right, cool. Yeah, all right. So we'll see what becomes of that. But yeah, Abnormal Barders Wednesday. I'm pretty optimistic. That's looking pretty sweet. And then for last, we have the Python, the Crystal Core Python. Something that could be the beginning of a brand new weapon collection. Of course, made by Hulk and Bad Trip. Both of these two have been behind many interesting collections of from the past, like No Mercy and Black Gold and quite a few more. So, yeah, the crystalline quartz design looking oh so nice. But how much you likely to sell by next Thursday? I had to make quite a consideration for this. So yes, I have to say maybe around like 2,500 subscribers again because like I was making considerations. And I thought, you know what? I'll go between All-Seeing Eye Armored Door and Twig Bed. So, okay, let's go ahead and do just that. So, hopping back over to here. Oh, there you go. Yeah. 7,200 subscribers almost and 5,200 subscribers almost. Oh, yeah, that's low. Yeah. So, yeah, this Python, I'm going to sit here and say, I reckon you're going to sell between 5,000 to 7,000 subscribers. Now, I can confirm to you what I've seen with this. It is a standard Python design. That means standard aim sight and whatnot. So, okay, and unfortunately, if it's not paid to win, it's expected to just end up like a standard Python skin, aka down in price. And even the ones with transparent aim sights that have come out somewhat recently have even suffered. Yeah, that's quite a surprise. So, optimized. We've also had, what else have we had? You know what? Some of the other ones have actually climbed back up against. That's actually quite alright to see. So, yeah, it's just basically optimized. Yeah, sorry to say, but I'm not expecting much. Yeah, we might see potentially a collection continuation this weekend. Even though it's likely going to end up with 5,000 to 7,000 subscribers, I'm not really expecting a huge, insane potential profit. Yeah, it is what it is. So, yeah, that's it. That's all the skins this week. About 24 minutes. Was that fast enough for you? I've had some people with the 48-hour analysis. Okay, the 48-hour analysis telling me, Hedge, it could be faster. True. Look, if you're strapped for time, you know you could just look in the description, look at the chapters, and with all the skins we talk about, in parentheses next to them are the estimates. Just we'll put that out, okay? So if you're ever strapped for time, I always just like point it out to you. But I can do this somewhat quicker if that's what you want. The 48-hour analysis is just basically like an extra update of sorts, like after the predictions. So if you'd prefer like a 20-minute video with the 48-hour analysis, it's something I can aim for. But if you'd like me to yap a little bit more and whatnot, I would just basically be reiterating the points I would have made in my predictions video. So kind of still did that today, but I feel like I added more to it. But your opinions, please. Feel free to comment below your thoughts in regards to how I approached this today, okay? Maybe I could have been a little bit more alive. Yeah, could have done that. No, sorry. Right, okay, so that's pretty much everything. I will recommend to you that you want to keep an eye on all the brand new skin submissions this weekend. An easy way of doing that is just looking at micro522.com. Click date submitted once. And I'm seeing some wood armor has been posted from a certain notable collection. Oh my goodness. What do we see over to here? Well, you know, it just so happens to be the pirate wood armor. Okay. Well, that looks nice, you know. And I'm expecting a lot more, okay? You also might have noticed the fish waterpipe. So just to remind all of you, the brand new skinnable for September 2026 is wood armor. Now, it might get split into different groups because it's all 4 pieces. So we have the helmet, the body, the legs, the gloves. I'm not sure if it's going to get split between helmet and gloves and then body and pants, or if it's going to be like head, body, legs, and then the gloves are separate. I guess we're going to find out soon enough. Of course, September's just around the corner. But yeah, we're anticipating what skins are going to be accepted. We've had 3 notable designs so far. I know some other people have posted things, but when you post multiple things in the same week, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So, yeah, we'll see how it all goes. And again, the focused item of the month for September 2026 is the Waterpipe shotgun. So, keep an eye out. I will have linked in the description the links of all the most recent wood armor helmets and Waterpipe shotguns, so you could keep an eye on that as well. It's not too hard. Basically, I search for one Waterpipe skin, and then what I'll do is I'll click the Waterpipe shotgun skin link there to the side. I'll click most recent, and boom, there you go, done. I've got all the skins based on most recent submission. Easy as. So, all right, cool. That's it. That's everything. Hope you have a splendid weekend. Thank you very much for watching this video. Catch you later. Say goodbye.